A woman who's dead drunk cannot consent. You are raping her. You are raping her. If you cannot say it's okay, I really mean this. We got to talk about this. Consent requires affirmative consent. And if you're too drunk to be able to consent, it is not consent.
Each year, more and more high school students are enrolling in universities nationwide. Between 2004 and 2014, enrollment increased by 17% from 17.3 million to 20.2 million. But what most high school students don't think about when they put their enrollment deposit down are the threats that come along with living on campus at the university.
Okay, my name is Amy McGrody. I'm a senior, and I'm going to the University of Pennsylvania next year.
Michael Lansbury, 12th grade, University of Pittsburgh.
Maxwell Cornelius King, grade 12, Bloomsburg University.
My name is Dan Arsenault. We're 12th grade. We go to Ohio University.
My name is Winnie Host. I went to Northwestern University and I'm the librarian here.
My name is Mr. Kasner. I'm an English teacher at Pencrest High School and I went to Albright College.
It is not a secret that college students like to party. Nightlife at many large universities consists of Greek life, bars, clubs, and more. Although the social aspect of college can be fun, it also comes with its dangers. Sexual assault is a relevant issue on college campuses and needs to be acknowledged. It's debated as much as it is underreported.
So if I told you that 1 in 5 women on college campuses are sexually assaulted and 1 in 71 men are sexually assaulted.
I believe that.
I would believe it.
You would believe it?
Absolutely, I believe that. I'm surprised it's even 1 in 71 men.
It's disgusting.
I didn't know that specific number, but I'm not really all that surprised.
Okay. And why is that?
Again, for probably a couple of reasons. Reason number one, men are probably more likely to cross physical lines inappropriately, number one. Number two, I suspect that as we're coming a little further along, I'm hoping that more women are comfortable reporting things. That would be a good thing, and probably men aren't. So that statistic is probably going to be a little lower. There may also be a difference in perception between what a man perceives as sexual assault and what a woman perceives as sexual assault. So I suspect some men may not even really realize that they're potentially sexually assaulted. It's just not something that they may be exposed to. You know, we do a better job, I think, of explaining the male to female sexual assault than we do other ways, you know, with education.
There is no universal definition of sexual assault. People with different perspectives define it in various ways. However, Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines sexual assault as illegal sexual contact that usually involves force upon a person without consent or is inflicted upon a person who is incapable of giving consent.
How would you define sexual assault?
Any sexual interaction without consent.
I'd say when someone is sexually abused when they do not want to have sexual intercourse or anything of that nature.
If someone is assaulted sexually.
Taking advantage of another person sexually.
To me, sexual assault is any unwanted sexual advance on another person. So whether it be rape or groping or any unwanted sexual advance.
A significant intentional transgression by somebody in the physical space of someone else.
Overnight, Tampa Bay Buccaneers' Jameis Winston making NFL history, tying the record for most touchdown passes in a single game by a rookie. But off the field, he's playing defense. The 21-year-old threatened possible legal action against CNN before it aired a documentary this past weekend, revisiting long-standing rape accusations against the quarterback.
Many times on college campuses, students that have a direct correlation with the amount of money the school brings in are given special treatment on campus by teachers and other students. However, should that excuse the student from punishment, whether it's an honor code violation or for a sexual assault accusation?
No, it shouldn't make a difference, but it does.
But why?
Because there's double standard, and colleges don't want to be responsible for their actions, especially when it would negatively impact their reputation.
I'd say no.
You know what I mean? Why is
No,
that
I know what you mean, but like that's just how it is. It's like a gray area about how they handle it. I don't think if they got expelled, like fans and like football fans would be mad. I think
I think
Just
they
like
would
the- I
probably
think-
say
no,
that she
no.
was lying.
I think the school itself would be like it would take a greater impact on like the school itself.
No, absolutely not. No.
It shouldn't, but it probably does.
But why should it, like, why do you think that they treat people that are beneficial to the school differently?
Because the athletes make all the money for the school, so college is all about making money, I guess.
No, I don't think it should make a difference at all.
I think personally that like girls will target a professional football player to like, I mean, for money or whatever. Not obviously not all girls do that. I mean, like, it's rare, but like I think it's true.
But but let's say he actually did rape her.
Uh-huh.
Like, she's not lying.
Uh-huh.
Should that matter?
No,
Okay, why?
because it's still rape. It doesn't matter who you are.
Do you have any tips for girls or boys going to college, how they can prevent being sexually assaulted, or what they can do to prevent somebody else being sexually assaulted?
I guess just be careful of your behavior, because I think that sexual assault's a problem. I really do. But I also think that people have to be careful. If you put yourself in bad situations, bad things happen. And so the best thing to do is to be cautious with your life. You don't have to be absurd about it. And it doesn't make it right if someone does take advantage of you or sexually assaults you or anything along those lines. I'm not suggesting that at all. But I think just common sense and taking care of your life and treating it with some care is a good way to avoid being in some of those circumstances.
My parents have never once, when my brothers have gone out, been like, hey, be careful, like, don't get too drunk, someone might take advantage of you. But every single time that anything about college and drinking comes up, my parents are like, you have to be careful, you're vulnerable, you might get sexually assaulted. And it's like, okay.
So what can you do to prevent that or try to avoid that from happening?
Well, I mean, definitely have a group of people that you know that you can definitely trust. Always travel in packs. Wear whatever you want. Someone who's going to sexually assault you, what you're wearing isn't going to change.
They already know that
They already know that they're going to do it. Don't let anyone touch your drinks. Don't take a drink from anyone else. Keep your thumb in your beer bottle so no one can like put anything in it. You shouldn't be in a position where you're so drunk that there's no way that you're too drunk to consent, because that happens a lot.
Answer yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be smart, when you're drinking.
If you're a guy, make sure she's actually about it. Make sure before anything happens she's consenting. If you're a girl, make sure like the guys you're around are trustworthy and wouldn't do that to you.